May we who are about to roll dice salute you. Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Danger Game.
Hey.
Good day. Ave, my friends. Ave.
Maria.
Is it?
What?
What?
Ave Marie.
No, I know the song.
Ave Marie.
Actually, that wasn't horrible. That wasn't terrible. I was expecting it to be a lot worse. What's that? What's it from?
Don't know,
Religion, mate.
Blondie.
It's not Blondie. I know that much.
Nice. Someone else.
Tupac Shakur?
No.
2 packs of sugar. What?
2 packs of sugar.
It's something. It's the hip hop, James. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
This is
Are
a
you
great
claiming,
intro.
Are you claiming Ave Maria
It's
for the
definitely
hip hop, Colin?
not the hip-hop.
This is a land grab.
No, he was saying that he didn't know who Tupac Shakur was. So I was saying it's a hip hop. That's what I was saying. No, I wasn't claiming Ave Maria was a Tupac song.
That's ours now. We'll have that.
He probably covered it somewhere. Someone's probably done a hip hop track with that. Tweet us any Dangerlings that are into hip hop or not that you know if they.
I mean, we've been asking for 200 episodes to.
It's some.
You know what?
Yeah,
There is sort of, I think it's might be that sort of genre, Afrobeat or reggaeton that chooses Dorime. That's quite popular. I heard that quite a lot of the clubs.
Yeah.
It's not Ave Maria, but it's similar.
Quite a lot of the clubs, yeah.
Quite a lot. Well, the club are working.
Remember the clubs you go to, right?
Yeah.
Dangerlings, if you think that was an awkward conversation, you can't be in the room here with us because to make it even more awkward, we're all sitting around wearing vests.
Yes.
Wearing the same vest.
Patron exclusive.
That's
Well,
right.
apart from me, I'm not wearing it.
God, I was going to lie, Colin.
Yeah.
I don't like liars. Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Well, we don't like people who don't wear vests, Colin. So we're all making compromises here.
So are you lot all liars?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I have to say that I think the team do a great job on all the Patreon t-shirts. I really like them. But this is my favourite. I honestly think it's stellar.
For those of you who
Proper
either
good, isn't
haven't
it?
got one or haven't seen the various pictures online, they are the Iron Jungle Gym vests and t-shirts designed by Ross and Cy Monstrous. Which
And Dan as well helped.
And Dan did. I didn't know Dan did a little bit as well.
he did it.
Were you second AD on that? Did you get a final cut on the edit?
I was like, this sounds like a really good idea, Ross. I'm really snowed under. Could you talk to Simon about it?
We've got,
but there's still time to get them. If you want to join the Patreon, well, you're already on the Patreon if you're hearing this. But if you want to up that pledge a little bit, if you're not already a t-shirt subscriber,
Shall I put this on the end of next week's episode?
On the 25, and you can get one.
Yeah, they are great. I do love it, and it's appropriate because we're in a warm room, so that's nice that we've.
Yeah, I'm fucking boiling.
It's toasty.
We haven't mentioned that the reason I'm not wearing my vest is because I'm completely naked right now.
Yeah, that's what we got.
Yeah.
True.
I just went no vests, no pants.
Yeah.
Well,
Colin's
do you
gone
remember
for
at
full
school when you used to go
intimidation.
skins or vests and you just went skin?
Immediately before they'd even announced it.
Yeah,
Colin's
yeah,
just like,
literally.
Yeah.
I was like, come on in, mate. This isn't the neighbourhood to be walking around naked. Come on.
Skins or vests?
Yeah, do you remember that?
No,
Shirts and
we used
skins.
to-
Yeah, that's hustle.
No, we never did that at school. What, the teachers made you do that?
I loathed it because I was
What?
I was very body conscious. Yeah. So.
Oh wow!
Mate, if you forgot your PE kit at my school, they used to make you do it in your underpants.
Oh no, okay, that happened to me. Yeah,
That's
doing it
bad,
in your
man.
underpants is weird. Weirdly, somehow forcing a whole team of people to do it with their tops off seems weirder. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the underpants thing was a thing.
It was. Yeah.
Yeah.
School, eh?
School's
eh?
weird, isn't it?
Oh,
School way.
More cruel than a Calissiopolis full of dangerous beasts.
Good segue.
Yeah.
And maybe those experiences prepared us for that. Maybe that's what's happened. Maybe you're all conditioned now to become the perfect gladiator in your skins or your vests or your pants or your togas? I'm never quite sure what stage of undress the Baron's in. So.
I wish the Baron were wearing a vest.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to do this. In the middle of an episode, I'm gonna. Well, not the middle of an episode.
It's because he hasn't got a cat to throw around this time.
He's
I thought you were going to put your vest on, Colin.
I thought, yeah. But you just went and rubbed your balls on Scott's shoulder. I mean, that's
Yeah,
kind of...
come on.
Oh, can you not see it now? I could do a thing. All right, hold on. We're gonna pause. And we're back. Sorry about that pause.
Ross tried to give us French fancies just then. As soon as we just cut, Ross immediately brought out French fancies and tried to force them upon us.
Nothing says Greco-Roman than French fancies, obviously.
It does.
Cheese and cake.
Sweaty cheese and cake.
I've got some little cheese cubes as well for the guys.
I'd say they were
cheese
medium-sized.
cubes as well.
Yeah.
You're like a terrible Mary Poppins. You just keep bringing things out of your bag for us that are awful for us.
Belgian Abbey cheese. So, original Belgian speciality.
It looks like the cheese that was used to make the abbey. Yeah, it looks like it's building bricks.
Enjoy those sweaty cheeses later.
We're not going to enjoy the sweaty cheese.
Abbey cheese is going right on the
Also
NPC
got
name list.
Some blue stilton.
It's very cheese themed. Why have you got cheese?
You're complaining. Ross has been complaining about sweating all this time, and now we know why. You are just cheese sweat.
Just cheese sweat.
All that stuff will make your general musk and body odor smell terrible, which is something that Rama's going to be very shortly aware of. Because he is now a Gloios seller. Did you know that Gloios was a real thing?
Is it? Tell us about Gloios.
And I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, because I've just seen it written down and I'm saying it out loud. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's all right. Latin's a dead language anyway. No
one's going to come for you.
Yeah.
They fucking better not do. So people used to do this. So there was, like, along with all the merchandising you would have for a famous gladiator, which included celebratory towels and little jugs or vases with their faces painted on and their names and sometimes the dates in which they fought famous fights. Also, if they got famous enough, there would be, like, someone genuinely selling scrapings of their sweat, bottling it, because some people, mainly ladies, believed it was an aphrodisiac. They would put it on their necks and their wrists and then try and get laid with a gladiator's sweat on their body.
I mean, I suppose it would have worked, because aphrodisiacs are purely in the mind, really. So you'd be like, I'm really excited if I put the sweat of my favourite gladiator. Like, for you guys, it'd be like Hulk Hogan or something like that. Just literally, like, dab it on and be like, you'd be so pumped up because you had Hulk Hogan sweat on. It probably would work.
Just, like, so dirty. That's such a dirty thing.
Can I do it to you?
No, not now. Give me 5 minutes. Tell you what, let me eat your fucking Abbey cheese. And give me a scraping. And
Ross's cheese sweat.
It's not far off those really toxic Newman Men's Health adverts, isn't it? Where it's just like, oh man, are you not manly enough? Get some man stuff on. Take some of my man drug. Like Hulk Hogan comes in, rubs his sweat on this guy, and then he's like, oh no, I feel like a man again.
Yeah,
we milked David Gandy into a bottle. And we're selling it for thousands of pounds. So that is a thing that actually happened. There's a Greco-Roman trivia for this episode. Sweaty bottles, put them in, dab some musk of a gladiator on your neck. What I want to know is, do you reckon the value went up if you managed to get a bottle of, let's say, Flamma or Damoxenos or whatever, and then they died? You were probably holding the last bottle of their body that there ever will be.
Oh, yeah.
Do you reckon that would be like...
Totally, yeah.
Do you reckon it went off?
Does sweat go off? I suppose
sweat must go off.
I bet you after a famous gladiator died, there were a lot of bottles of their sweat available on the market.
Yeah. Hang on, there's only 8 litres in a human body. How is this possible?
Yeah.
I tell you what, if you don't know if sweat goes off or not, you sit next to Ross. You're sitting next to Ross right now. We're going to find out after he eats an entire tub of Abbey cheese.
Yeah, baby.
I'll tell you then. But now we are in the Calissiopolis because Ross isn't necessarily there. What have we got? We have got the your Ludus's first official fight combat of the games. It is your second official game, but it's your first pitched battle. The entire team have been put into an arena and faced off against a monster of the arena, as voted for, I think I said last episode, overwhelmingly by the Patroni. The 3 choices they had, they chose this one in vast numbers. So you are facing, and I think I called him Androphagon last game. That was incorrect. I'm editing myself. His name is Androphagus.
Important.
It's important.
It's very important.
It is important.
Is Androphagon like his brother and is famously peaceable and does not want to be involved?
Kevin
I'm just
McLeod.
going to write that.
Yes, such a disappointment to the family.
So yes, in this arena, we have this Ludus. The gates just shut behind you. Dash, Rama, and the Baron. In this arena, there is sand, there is walls, there is a statue And there is a huge Manticore. Manticore. You guys know what a Manticore is? You fantasy and history and stuff?
Yeah.
No
It's
idea.
like a lion kind of.
Lion,
Tentacles.
scorpion, bird thing or something.
So, yeah, well, no, yes, no.
No.
But yes, so there's some medieval depictions of them that have scorpion tails, but the original depiction never had scorpion tails. They had spiny tails, which I think is what D&D has gone with. So they are, like a lion, panther body. They have wings, and they have like a weird spiny tail thing, which has spiny poison weaponry. Do you need a dice tray, Colin? You got one there. We've got one over here as well.
Ross started to like chuck dice on the table while you were speaking. And I thought, I'll get him a dice tray, and then I started clicking it together with poppers and realised that I was making more noise than Ross. And then you looked at me, and I was like, oh shit, what have I done? I might be quite quiet during this episode, David.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm.
Do you know what was clever though? Just as you were speaking, I was clicking together my own dice tray under the table.
Nobody
ninja.
Oh.
You thought it was just a sort of glottal
Clicky
thing in Colin's
ninja.
throat, but no. And just a shout out to the original dice tray that we got.
Oh, we got the original dice tray here.
Thank you,
original
Scott
dice tray.
McCauliffe.
Scott McCauliffe.
Scott
That is
McCauliffe,
it's still
a relic.
such a good piece of kit. It's so sturdily made.
nice one, Scott McCauliffe.
It will outlive us. That dice tray.
So yeah, this month. I'm so sorry, Scott.
So,
Tell us about your monster.
Scott, I mean, you know the whole thing about you who are about to die, we salute you and all that stuff. I think we're about to die. This thing's pretty big.
Oh,
isn't it?
no,
It's
you're not.
massive.
Yeah, it's big. It's not gargantuan. It's very large, certainly. But you might not die. You might not die at all. Like it is noted that the Androphagus is a crowd favorite and is beloved by the people at the Calysiopolis.
Yeah.
for reasons.
And
Have you guys got any boons yet? No?
Boons.
Yeah,
yes.
boons.
Well, there was some discussion about this because I thought I got an advantage on all my rolls, and then Scott, you didn't seem to think I did.
No, you haven't. I've got advantage on
There was
everyone.
only two of you that
So I
absolutely
definitely-
smashed it at the gymnasium, and it was definitely Lyax and Rat and Dash.
Yeah.
You did well, but I don't think you scored the top points on it. I'm going to stick to my guns.
No,
here.
no. But that's the thing. But that means that I think I get bonuses.
You've got an advantage on one roll.
Hey,
perhaps your
Petroni,
first roll.
go back and listen and let us know.
Yeah,
if,
Yeah, do that. I did.
My partner's listened to this 3 times.
Really?
Yeah.
So what does she say?
Absolutely loves it.
Is that because you forced her
She says James hasn't got
Sucks.
anything.
Oh, wow. It's got disadvantage.
However, she has been talking with me about my sweat. So
Yeah, can we have
stop
some
eating
more?
that cheese.
Can we have some more of that, by the way?
yeah,
before I
sure, man.
leave?
Yeah. No,
We're all just looking at you while we're
let me just get a
playing.
couple of French fancies in me and
sweat for
sweat
you.
up a good one.
Dash would like to just crouch down before the battle and pick up some sand and just let it run through his hands and just say, ears, 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 and then stand back up.
Okay. Dash successfully fingers some sand and creepily talks to it. The sun glares over the arena and the heat bakes down upon you. You look across this very large, wide arena. The walls are very high. The seating is again quite high. There may be a reason for this. Located in the center of the arena, there is nothing else barring sand and yourselves in here. In the center, there is a dais, marble dais, about 8 feet high. On top of that, there are 3 individual statues, all stood next to each other with a bit of space in between. These statues are of Iroas, the god of war and victory, Nylia, the goddess of the hunt, and Ifara, the goddess of the cities, the 3 sort of main patron deities of the Calysiopolis. They all stand between 10 and 15 feet high. That is the only structure in the arena that you're looking down on, and it is the structure that Androphagus lands upon and bellows out a challenge. Added to the description before, this panther-like winged beast with claws and teeth has, in most depictions, a Hieronymus Bosch-esque horrid humanoid face. It does have the likings of a human around its horrible face, with distended rows of teeth like a shark that go back within its large mouth, and golden, glittering, intelligent eyes.
Like Camilla.
The chicken from the Muppets?
No, Camilla.
What, our new queen?
Oh, right. That's...
Wow.
Fuck it, gosh. Oh shit! The chicken's called Camille, isn't it? Not Camilla.
Wouldn't they have been? They would have been crowned yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Did you all pledge allegiance?
Well, I mean,
Let's not get into that.
I don't think she's becoming queen, is she? I think
No,
she's
she's
gonna
queen,
Yeah,
man.
she's queen.
She is the queen. Yeah.
Do you know what?
She was the queen consort, but now she's the queen.
Do you know
I
what?
had
That's
no
just a
idea.
fancy title, and it's
Yeah.
always been queen, but it's just like language that they made to like shuffle her in gently to
because they
yeah.
did it with Philip and the Queen because he was a man.
Yeah.
So he was always the
Duke of
Prince
Edinburgh, yeah.
Prince
There you go.
Consort, yeah. So he never was king.
There's my random
Because otherwise
joke.
it'll technically take some
So can we not call the queen anymore? Is the queen not the queen anymore?
No,
Yeah, Camilla.
The Queen is now
cute.
Camilla.
Well, she was the queen.
She was the queen, but now Camilla's the queen. We
Now
can't have two
Camilla's
the queens. We've already got the queen and the band
Look,
queen.
this is all confusing because we haven't changed since 1952. Nobody knows what to do we? We just don't know,
I just
man.
don't know what to do. Let's have a French
No,
fancy and call the whole
history
thing off.
This is how bad I thought she was dead.
Camilla?
I just haven't heard about her in ages. I thought she might be dead.
That's Diana, bro.
You know, I know about that.
No, that was the Queen, the actual other Queen.
Oh, the queen's dead. You know the queen's dead.
So wait, we've all distracted away from the main thing that Ross thinks that the Queen looks like a manticore. We've gone in early with our Republican stance on
man,
this.
to the tower with that boy.
Okay, cool. Well, fortunately, because I thought she was dead, well, I won't be doing any Camilla voices for Androphagus. I got no idea. I've been doing no research. I wasn't expecting that to be thrown at me. But congratulations, the king. I guess. Well done.
Tweet us, King.
Well done.
Thanks for being so rich.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, well done.
So, Dash, actually, as you are in the sands looking up at this beast from very far away from you, hearing the baying of the crowd, and as you fingered your sand, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
It is oh my God, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for you. 16.
You hear a faint shout from the crowd. Hey, Dash! Dash! Dash!
I look around. Can I spot the person?
You see like a young man waving at you from like a distance.
Hello!
Hey, you're the reverse centaur!
That's correct, yes.
Do a flip!
Dash doesn't flip.
Make a performance check.
Oh, shit.
Oh no!
It was bound to go wrong at some point. 4. It was a 4.
So the Dash looks down dramatically, picks the sand up. It falls from his fingers as a choir of angels sings behind him. He looks up into the sun, nods at an admiring fan, and promptly just falls over.
The Baron looks up at the Manticore and goes, "Scared yet?"
Yeah, right.
Like in many of your fights and competitions, one of the arbiters, you know these as the cloaked and face masked sort of referees, adjudicants, and security of the games, floats down amongst everyone and with a magically amplified voice announces that this fight, the prize pot for this fight, will be worth 600 gold pieces. And also, today we are honored by the presence of one of our very own legates. There's a hubbub from around the crowd. As everyone looks around, the arbiter gestures with a hand and points up. Sitting in the Elysium box today is Legate Revascon. There is a smattering of applause and a few cheers. Rama. You know that name. Many years ago, when you were just a poet out on the plains with the rest of your Leonin pride, you were very often mocked and derided for your poetry.
I was.
They didn't understand.
No.
They wanted you to fight. You did a bit of fighting. You did do that, but they never really understood your poetry. However, being social people, your pride would like tour around. You would be hosted at villages. You'd also often host people from elsewhere, other travelers, other nomads. One time, you got a very strange humanoid clad all in white and gold, with a white and gold mask, and you never saw their face. But this person underneath, you believed that their name was Revascon. You did not know that they were a legate at the time. You did not know what Callisiopolis even was. They didn't tell you. But she did say that she liked your poetry and that she'd wished that you'd do it a little bit more. That is a thing that you have, and now she is here, sat in the Elysium box, looking down upon this Ludus as you square up against a Manticore. Now, I don't know how much Rama's paid attention to the Callisiopolis, but if you want to know the names of the other legates, because these are the people who run the Callisiopolis, you can make a history check if you'd like.
I will make a history check.
Anyone else can if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to.
That's pretty good going. You normally need a prescription to get Reversus gone.
Hey,
Yeah. Is there such thing as history?
Yeah.
Yes, there is. Yes.
History is real, man.
That's a 10.
Bombshell from James.
I mean, actual fact, history is not real. History is just...
James has gone
It's
really
an
right-wing,
illusion.
man. So no, that didn't happen.
No, the only thing real is right this moment, right now. History doesn't exist.
It's very philosophical of you.
That's the future.
Yeah,
History. Poetry, everybody.
But we have evidence.
history is a palpable living thing. It changes and it changes and it changes. So you got a 10. Okay, cool, fine. So you're going to remember a few names. There are multiple of them. There is Legate Reviscon, that you know. Legate Devasion. Legate Mushasotus. Legate
Legate what? Mushasotus.
Yeah, Mushasotus.
Mushasotus.
Mushasotus. That's what I said. Legate Stepmoon and Legate Statrechia. Those are the names you can remember off the top of your head.
Wow. Okay. Sounds like a sort of Canadian police department, doesn't it? So it's town.
Big up Canada.
Yeah.
Before I ask these guys to roll initiative, just a reminder of some of the house mechanics I've got going on in this game, in this campaign. Tactical crits. If you roll a crit, you can either do double damage like we do normally, or you can forego the double damage, just do normal damage, and do a tactical thing at the same time. For instance, pull something out of someone's hands, knock someone over, temporarily blind them, do something else of your choice. We can haggle, I don't mind. Nice. Your death saves, if you have to roll them, fingers crossed you don't. You add your con bonus. I've decided that that's the thing that would affect your fatality. And also, for this campaign, and this might come up in this very fight, there is such a thing as crowd mechanics. At any point in your goes during initiative rounds, during combat, you can spend a bonus action to do a performance check. If you've got another skill check that you think's appropriate, I'm also up for hearing that as well. Doesn't have to be performance, can be something else, but you better be prepared to argue it. You can do these to impress the crowd. If you stack enough of these successful checks up, you will start to gain palpable advantages. Your enemy could also do this in this fight, however, folks. I will tell you that the odds are already stacked against you because Androphagus is very much loved by the crowd. Is there anything else you want to do before we roll initiative?
Dash would like to take some of the sand that he's still got in his
the
hand.
fucking sand.
Like sand.
And just pour it into the hands of my co-fighters.
What are you doing?
And just say,
My hands all sandy now.
it's good sand. We've got it good. It's
I
good.
don't like sand.
Why? Is it rough, coarse? Gets everywhere?
It's right between my hooves. Just... I'm going to have to... I need a special tool to clean these hooves, you know.
Oh, I've got one here. Look.
Oh, yeah.
And he puts his finger up at you. It's good sand.
Very well. Dash, you pour sand over the indignant Baron and the placated Rama. Lyax is not here for this round of combat. There is a notable absence just now.
But to balance it out, neither is Kevin, so that comes out.
Yeah. The ever-shifting Kevin.
This is going to be fine party mechanics-wise. All right, with a bellowing roar and the cheers of the crowd, the Arbiter leaves the arena, leaving you to your fate. Would everyone please roll initiative?
Oh, God.
Here we go.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible
That's
starting
good.
roll.
That's good. Mine is 14.
14.
Not bad.
All right, yes. So you got 14. What'd you guys get?
The dirtiest of 20s.
Nice.
Well done. I got a resounding 4.
Oh!
Okay, so here's how it's going to go. Baron's going to be first. Then it is going to be Dash, followed by Androphagus, and ending with Rama. The Manticore roars. The crowd cheer. Baron, you're the first one to act. He's perched right on top of the statue of Iroas, on top of that marble dais in the center. Baron, what would you like to do?
The Baron cries out, "To battle!" Pulls out a pint of milk, downs it, slams his lightning staff into the ground. Wind begins to swirl around him. Magical armor plates clatter over his body, and then as he casts mage armor, and then he uses his windy bullshit bonus action, which is actually called something tempestuous magic as a bonus action to rise up off the ground, which allows me to move 10 feet flying as the winds pick the Baron up, lifting the Baron up and putting him exactly behind Dash. And then he just taps Dash on the back and goes, "You've got this, buddy."
Nice.
Good.
Like if not a storm, then certainly a tempest behind Dash. The sands churn underneath your little gale underneath your feet. So you're 10 feet off the ground.
No, he lands again. It's a 10-foot flight, so he literally goes 10 feet off the ground behind Dash, lands back down on the ground.
Okay, cool.
So no attacks made.
No, I cast mage armor. So I've put my own armor up.
That's good. That's good. I guess.
I've moved into a tactical position, thinking strategically. I'm playing the long game.
I love it.
Would you like to do anything with your bonus action? Oh,
the flying thing was the bonus action.
The tempestuous magic was your bonus action. Very good. All right, Baron's armored up, moved into position. Dash, it's your turn next. After that will be Rama.
Well, I'm assuming my sword is already in my hands.
You have your weapons on.
All right, so I'm going to run towards this thing.
Okay.
And strike.
What's your move action?
My move action is 30 feet.
Cool. So, Androphagus
40 feet.
is perched on top of the marble dais. So,
yeah, of course.
He's in the middle of the thing. You would have to get there, climb up, and then climb up the statue of Iroas where he's perched at the moment to get to him. All of that's going to take you way more than 40 feet's worth.
Yeah, okay, yeah, of course.
Just to get an idea, what's the width of the arena? Like, what's the radius of the arena from like the edge where we are to the middle where he is?
Like, I always get width and radius confused. And
Radius
I got schooled by this.
Radius is center to the edge. So basically from where he is to where we are.
Sure, that's a 50-foot distance.
50 foot. Okay, cool.
Okay, so in that case, knowing this, having seen them up there, is it okay that I would have my crossbow instead of my sword in my hands? Knowing this information now, because I think...
Yeah. You'd have seen that distance. Yeah, fine, fair enough.
Because as a player, I kind of forgot that, but as...
You got a crossbow?
Dash would know that. Yeah, I got a little light crossbow and I.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. So
Cool.
I'll make a little strike with the crossbow.
Okay, roll him.
Here we go. It is an 18.
18 is a hit.
Yeah. 1d8 plus... So that is 2, 3, 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And with my bonus action, can I make an athletics check to do another flip?
You absolutely can. Standing there, you get out your crossbow, drop one in, and you go to fling your legs and heads in the air.
And it is... hang on. It's 15 this
15?
time.
All right, good to know. First hit against Androphagus, scored by Dash. Dash, as the quarrel hits home, Androphagus goes... "Urgh," and the crowd... Boo! Boo! We hate you, Dash! Boo!
Apart from that one little boy, or little girl.
No, he hates you now because you messed up that first flip. So
Yeah, but I've got another chance for a flip. It might happen. It might work.
It might work. 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, you successfully do a flip, but
Okay.
people are too concerned with the fact that you've hit their beloved Androphagus so far. Maybe start stacking them up, but that is certainly one successful perform check. I'm gonna.
All right, thank you so much.
Anything else you want to do? You got a move action.
I got a move action. Yeah, I'm going to move out of Baron's. I'm going to move behind Baron. Yeah.
You motherfucker!
If that's the game we're playing, Dan. That's the game we're playing.
You've got the mage armor on. So, Dash and Baron begin playing that swapsy roundsy Russian doll kind of thing. The next person to go in this round is Androphagus. Looking down scornfully upon you all, brushing the quarrel away from his arm. The golden eyes glitter hatefully, and he goes,
Brah! A paltry blow. Here, you will soon try one of mine.
beats his wings and takes off, launches into the air.
Did he just call us bra? Is he Hawaiian?
No, he said bar.
Oh, right, okay.
He said bar, although I can...
Crossbows at me, bra.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I can understand the discrepancy there. Takes off into the air. And then, flying around you a little bit, aims his tail towards you, and with a flick sends spines from the tip of that tail showering down at you all.
Ew.
Well, this can't be good.
I would like to know everyone's AC. I'm going to start with the Baron with your new magical AC.
14.
14. The spine misses you, just digs into the sand. It clangs off your magical armor. Rama, what's yours?
Well, I've got a quick question before we do this. Just a thing. I have danger sense,
Yeah.
which gives me advantage on rolls against dex saving throws that I can see.
Dex saving throws.
Yeah, but I'm not doing the saving throws. It's just literally.
No, so it's just your AC.
Okay, damn it. It is then. What you rolled?
What's your AC?
What did you roll?
What's your AC?
What did you roll?
Tell me what your fucking AC is, James.
14.
Okay, that was a 13. It misses you as well. And Dash.
14.
Dash, after having moved... Wait, no. You moved behind the Baron, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cover, right?
Yeah.
I'm literally using you as a shield.
He's still got 17, though. So even behind the Baron...
Wow.
The Baron just sidesteps
yeah.
It just goes kathunk.
while flipping you off.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We are not working together, guys.
Dash, you shout in pain as you take 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
I have to spend a whole round to be as adequate as everyone else.
As the quarrel hits home and Dash and Baron move around each other confusedly, Androphagus bellows a challenge across the arena as one of his spines hit home. The crowd will go, "Yeah, Androphagus!"
That's a wordy chant.
It is. Speaking of wordy chants, Rama, it's your go.
Cool. So Rama begins the fight, sort of looking at confusedly at the sand in his hand, and then turns to the other like, "What rhymes with Manticore?" And then dodges this spine, and sort of thinks, "Whoop!" Sort of shakes his head. Where is he now? He's taken off.
He's taken off. He's flying directly above the marble statue in the middle. Yeah, that's where he is.
Okay. Is it ready to reach him?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Depends how brave you are.
Pretty brave.
Yeah, I thought you might say that.
Yeah.
So the only way of getting up high would be to, I don't know, either getting one of your teammates to give you a really, really good punt up, or you could try climbing the dais in the middle, and then climbing the statue at top, and then try and attack him from there. Have you got any ranged weapons on you?
No. No. He's got his stick and his claws and his poetry, his poet's heart. But no ranged weapons whatsoever. So he starts. He sort of looks at the sort of dance that the other two, Dash and the Baron, are doing, and sort of shakes his head and starts jogging towards the middle, I guess.
Okay. Are you taking a full go action to do that? That's two move actions.
I'm going to have to, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
cool.
quite a long way.
All right. And your move speed's 30 feet.
I'm just checking that now. Sorry, I'm a little bit unfamiliar with D&D Beyond.
So yeah, it'll be at the top on the right somewhere, I think.
I think it's 30 feet. Yeah.
So you can with a full move action, spending 2 move actions to get there basically, and foregoing your most of your go. You can get to the dais and climb up the 8 foot to the feet of the statues. So you're basically on a marble plinth right now with 3 statues all around you.
Cool. Could I say that he comes to the top of the plinth, and then as he can't climb the statue, just sort of hides behind one of the ankles? So
fine.
Sort of use it as a bit of cover to prepare himself to climb.
You can take cover. That's a very wise thing to do. Yes, very good. All right. So Rama charges off into the middle of the auditorium, climbs up the dais and wedges himself in between the 3 statues of the gods, hoping that the gods will protect him from the fury of Androphagus. But will they? We're going to find out. We're back around to the top of the rounds. It's the Baron's go.
You thought that last round was dangerous. How about this? I'm getting my more powerful spells. As Baron dips into his level 2 spells.
Oh, shit.
Holds the staff aloft. The wind swelling around him grows as he casts Warding Wind.
Yeah.
The wind expels around him to a 10-foot radius around him. And a whirling tornado appears around him. These winds deafen everybody within the area, including the Baron. They extinguish all unprotected flames. They push out any vapor. There's no vapor. It makes it difficult terrain for anyone other than me. And any ranged weapons passing through the wind have disadvantage.
Very good.
And then on top of that, he uses his bonus action to fly 10 feet up in the air behind Dash and then back down again.
Nice.
A very good round. Well done. covered in winds, gales blowing all around. 3 of the audience members who were vaping have theirs blasted away. 5 of them down the further road being like, oh, bloody kids, why won't these Gen Z or Colossiopolis goers get rid of their bloody vapes? And you are now warded with your own windy magic. It's nice to see the Baron finally able to use some of his stuff. All right, thus protected, and taking no other goes. Dash, the Baron has landed behind you once more, but this time things are really hard to see. How does it affect your teammates?
It affects anyone within it. So Dash is currently within difficult terrain is deafened and has disadvantage on range attacks unless he moves outside of the wind.
So you are protected from the range attacks a little bit. However, you can't hear anything. Everything's really windy. And is it hard for him to move as well?
Yeah, it's difficult terrain.
Okay, so it's twice your movement to get around this difficult terrain for like 10 feet. So
are you trying to kill the rest of us?
No, the Baron is mouthing. That's terrible radio. He's trying to shout, "How do you like that, horse boy?" But you can't hear him because it's so loud.
Again, are you trying to kill us?
No, the Baron's trying to. I'm putting up my defences. I'm playing the long game, Colin.
Yeah, I know the long game, but are you trying to kill us?
You didn't have to stand behind me, all right? I'm mostly AOE.
Technically speaking, the wind ward is protecting you from the spikes as well.
Yeah, very true, very true.
You're in my protective bosom, Colin.
Yeah, I love that. That's very nice. But all right. I would like to. Where's your man at the moment?
He is beating his wings about 15 feet above the statues in the center where Rama's just run to.
Yeah. Do you know? I have actually got a potion of climbing. Are you going to question that, or is it just?
No, I'm not going to question it at all.
All right, in that case,
Pretty sure Scott's well-known questioning of potions of climbing. Yes.
with my moves, can I get up to? Can I get up to the dais as well? I think that might be quite a good idea.
Yeah, you can. I'll tell you what. If you took a full move action, because your speed's 40 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So even with the difficult terrain that the Barons put up around you with the wind, if you took a full move action, if you use the bonus action to drink the potion of climbing,
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So your standard action would fall in for your move action there. So yes, effectively, you can come out of the little protective wind bubble. You can get to the dais. You can climb up to where Rama is, chug the potion, and then I'll let you climb with the potion all the way up to the top of one of the 3 statues. Which one would you like to climb to? You've got Nylia, the goddess of the hunt, who's hung kind of low. The next highest is Afara with her jug, who's about another like 10 foot in the air. And then above her is Iroas's spear. That's the highest point. That's about 15 feet in the air.
Can I get sort of in the jug, like not in the jug, but
You
sort
can
of
sit in the jug if you want.
Yeah, right. Can I get up to where the jug is in the middle one, and just use the jug as a little bit of cover?
Okay.
Is that possible?
You can climb up there. Using it as cover might be difficult. Give me an acrobatics check.
Yeah, all right.
Scampers all the way, climbs all the way up there with magical.
It's not great. It's like 7.
Okay, you're definitely exposed and in the open, but you are higher up than Rama.
Okay, cool.
At the moment, you're the closest one to Androphagus.
Nice.
All right.
That'll work.
That'll work. Dash dashes all the way. He bursts free of your wind bubble there, Baron, and goes all the way to the dais. Looks like most of the team are climbing up the dais to try and get to this guy. We're now going to go to Androphagus's go. And he looks down and sees people scurrying towards the statues and says,
"Blah! Didn't I eat one of you once?
No.
Or someone that looks like you?
What is
Nobody looks like me.
You think we're some sort of French fancy that you can just snack on?
What's a French?
What is he saying?
What?
yeah, you can't hear anything. The tail cracks again. Androphagus maintains his position in the air, knowing that he has dominance over this fight, and the tail cracks, sending these barbed spines all over the arena again. One towards Baron, which I'm going to have to roll twice for. Yeah, so one of them just cracks off your wind bubble. Oh, I thought you were going to say something. You came close to the microphone, so I went back.
Yeah.
You opened that door and it was just too wide. I was just like, can't slip through the wind bubble door.
Yeah.
Rama, I'm going to give you a +2 to your AC for ducking in between the statues.
Okie dokie.
It's a good roll, though. What's your AC?
Well, I think actually it's 15, but that's still not going to be enough because that's 17.
Why do you think? What does it say on your sheet?
Well, because I had Proximus Greaves, which I never did manage to make work on the character sheet.
No, you just add just +1 to whatever you're at.
Yeah, so it is 15 is
It's
mine.
15. Okay, cool. So we've got a total of here. If I give you another +2 for your successful covering, we've got a total of 21 here. So looks like it just clangs. It clangs around one of the statues and just gouges your leg viciously. You take 11 points of piercing damage as it rips through your flesh.
Okay.
And Dash, all exposed out on Ifara's jugs.
I'm exposed on the jugs.
You are exposed on the jugs. That's a 21.
It's
That's
gonna hit.
21 to hit you, bro.
It's gonna hit.
You take 5 points of piercing damage. It slashes over your shoulder.
How many points of damage was it?
You took 11.
11.
Yeah.
My shoulder, I need that.
You do need that.
You don't need anything. You need to give up. Submit. Throw the fight. Give it to Androphagus.
No. Not yet. Anyway.
Very well. Then you will be defeated by me physically and defeated by me mentally, for I will try you with my poetry. That's right. Ha 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 ha.
What's going on? We have a poet as well. Do some poetry quickly.
That's not my go yet.
All right, well, do some on your go and see if we get the crowd.
Are you surrendering? It looks like you're surrendering.
Still can't hear him either. Like, no idea what you're saying.
All right. Next up is Rama's go. You are ducking between. You are ducking between the statues. You're also bleeding.
I'm bleeding very badly, yeah. Okay, so I would like to start to climb the statue with the spear.
Okay, that's Iroas, the god of war and victory. Give me an athletics check.
Okie dokie, and it's a bad roll. Again, not a disaster, but it's bad. Oh, for God's sake, what is going on here? What is this? Okay. Acrobatics, say?
Athletics.
Oh, athletics. Oh, that's not too bad. So that is 13.
13.
Yeah.
It takes you a cumbersome moment to clamber up. I tell you why, because it's a marble statue and you're bleeding all over it.
Yeah.
Disturbingly, as you get close up to the Iroa statue, start climbing, you see other blood stains on it as well from previous battles and encounters. You do get up to the top, but it takes you a while. You might take a malice on the next thing you're trying to do. You might not. What do you want to do now?
As he's climbing, he's muttering sort of, the I thought of Manticore and cover the statue with gore and when he gets to the top, how far away is Androphagus?
If you're very much at the top of Iroas' spear, you're holding onto his spear and standing on his head, then Androphagus is maybe 15 feet away from you in the air.
Okay. I would like to, if possible, he stands there, he's 15 feet away. God damn it, why is he 15 feet and not 10 feet away?
That's because he's done this before.
Yeah. Well, I might as well, because I presume, what actions have I got? Could just...
Well, let's see now. You took, let's say, you could have a bonus action, a move action for getting into climbing. You can have a standard action left. Yeah, you can rage, and that will be the end of your go.
Yes, so He stands there and he looks at Androphagus, so square in the eye, and just bellows and starts raging.
All right. You roar a Leonin challenge upwards to the sky, and you meet the golden glittering eyes of the horrible lion hybrid flying above you, filling you with evil barbed spines. And then a clattering and a clanging from the portcullis on the other side of the arena. Lyax the Lionheart makes his entrance, and how does he make his entrance, Ross?
You just hear some music. There's a live band in the corner of the arena.
There is. They've got horns and stuff.
They start playing Lyax's theme tune.
How's that go?
It goes. When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside, you gotta take a stand in the rip to hide. If you hurt his friends, then you hurt his pride. You gotta be a man, you can't let it slide, 'cause he is a real Lyaxy man. And then he comes out.
And is Lyax singing that, or is someone else singing that?
Yeah, he's come out
cool.
with just like a megaphone.
Okay, all right.
If they have them in Greek times.
You've got like a very large horn.
Yeah. And he comes out, and he's got his vest on, and he's like looking at all the crowd. They're kind of not really, they don't really know who he is, probably.
I mean, some of them do, some of them don't. I mean, you could try and change that if you wanted to spend a bonus action on a performance check if you want.
I'm going to spend my bonus action to perform as an entrance, doing some flexing, and then I'm going to rip off my vest and go, yeah.
Great. Give me a performance check.
I love the fact that we know what you did, but everyone else listening has just...
They'll never know. They'll never know.
Ah, we are playing skins.
That is a 15.
15. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, some people go, hey, it's that guy.
Yeah, that's right, brother. It's me, the Lyax, brother. It's time to get down.
It's that damn sound.
It's finally got you.
Bit of cheese in your throat.
Yeah. Too many French.
It's time, brother.
I run towards,
Where are you running towards?
the center of the arena.
Okay, cool. You get you've had a bonus action to you take a move action towards. You get like halfway across the sands. You see the statue up ahead, and you see Rama leaning dramatically outwards, roaring towards Androphagus as Androphagus in the air stares back down at Rama. You pass on your left a huge windy bubble with, you think, the shape of a minotaur inside, and there's a lot of noise.
Giving you a thumbs up as you go past.
He's like running in like a Royal Rumble spot, like really fast into the center of the arena, and then
You've got a standard action left.
I know. I'm going to use. I've got a mace.
Yes.
Can I throw my mace at the guy?
You want to throw your mace? Sure.
Every system.
Okay, cool. You
mace
run
is
in.
to hold on to and hit him
But
with,
you can go.
Yes.
Sure. Make a ranged attack.
Let's have a look.
That's really good. So,
Sick.
Because that's what we need right now.
that's a 10.
A 10.
Jesus.
A 10. Snarling in the air, Androphagus twists his body and kicks the mace out of the way. The mace goes flying into the audience. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Oh, God! Oh! And someone else, why would Lyax the Lionheart do this? Why would he choose to hit my husband? Oh, I was going to invest in them. Oh, God.
It'll be right, brother. You just gotta eat your prayers and say your vitamins.
No, he's dying now. He's not going to be. There's no vitamins that will help him. He's dying. Why?
Oh, well.
Boo! Boo!
We have lost the crowd. Killed the crowd.
Lyax has entered the arena. And now we're back up to the top of the round. It's Baron's go. In your windy bubble. What else you got?
You're doing great, Lyax! No one can hear him. The Baron, I think it's time to get involved in this. Also, I've run out of buffs. So remind me, do I need to spend any actions to sustain a concentrate spell? Or is it I can just leave it running so long as I don't take damage?
That's the latter, yes.
Cool. Lovely. So in that case, the Baron is going to... the Baron sees the mace go flying into the crowd, goes, don't worry! And he's going to cast Catapult. So he stretches out a hand, he lifts the mace up, smashing all of the medical personnel who'd come to help the poor man, and then hurls it across the arena at the Manticore.
Okay.
So it's a 60-foot range. I need 60 feet to get of range to the mace.
Sure.
And then it's got a 90-foot range
Yeah,
from where I get it.
well within range for both those things.
So I try and hit him. How do I make the attack on D&D Beyond?
I know ordinarily, I think Catapult's a normal attack. You'd use a spell attack modifier
I'd use
to add
my
to the roll.
Spell attack modifier.
I believe so, yeah.
All right, there it is. I see it. We're going for it. Nope, that one doesn't roll. I'm just going to roll a dice and add it. That might work.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Old school way. That's what I'm doing.
Old school. There we go. It's a 19.
A 19 is a hit. Out of the Thing is, the only thing is it's quite hard to see where the mace has gone in the crowd. But you know your spell works. So sailing out of the crowd, clanging straight into Androphagus' spine-ridden head, is just someone's dinner tray. This little copper dinner tray that comes sailing out and absolutely caves Androphagus in the head, who takes a breath to say something and just goes, dunk! Roll your damage.
11 points of damage.
11 points of
Jesus.
damage. All right.
From a dinner tray.
Yeah.
We're going back to school again.
Gets him right in the shin. Oh.
Yeah, right.
Hey, we got a few more of those spells left.
Nope. That's my last one.
The Baron makes his point and says it's dinner time to Androphagus the Manticore. He roars around, looks, previously having dismissed you, looks within your wind bubble. That stays up, right?
Yep. Keeps going.
Can't quite see. All right, we'll try and eat it, but it's too windy over there.
All right, next up is Dash.
So on my statue, right?
Yeah, on Afara's jug.
On Afara's jug, whereabouts? How far is he from me?
He is okay. So if Rama's 15 feet, you're across from another statue. You're about 25 feet away. So.
Oh, right, okay. So it's not wise to jump from there, is it? Really?
No, you could try clambering across to where Rama is. Although Rama is stood on it, you might find it hard to launch off. If you climbed across onto Nylia's statue, you might be a bit closer.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, you can jump. For free, or not for free, but like with taking an action or a bonus action to do it.
Yeah.
Whatever your strength score is, that's the without having to roll, you can just jump that automatically.
Right. Okay. But that's 25 feet, isn't it, on a jump? So
I
that's
don't
probably
think your strength's 25. So
no, it's not. Hang on. My strength is 18, so that wouldn't be wise.
I mean, you could make an athletics check to jump the extra distance. Feeling brave.
Check. I mean, my athletics is +6, but I could roll a natural 1.
You could roll. I mean, and you have just described how this game works.
Yeah.
That is
If you don't know, Danger,
those are the stakes we're playing.
I have been confused for so long.
This is how it works.
You could succeed or you could fail, and therein lies the jeopardy.
I'm going to shoot a crossbow. I'm not going to jump. Just no. I'm
on the edge of my seat, Colin. Come on.
You said
I
crossbow.
know. Yeah, all right. Crossbow it is.
I'm going with your first choice. Rack 'em up. Fire 'em off again.
It is a... Because I was looking at the other thing. It's a 14.
14 is a hit.
Yes.
You just graze him. Roll some damage.
It is 7 points damage.
7 points of damage. Understood. You score another hit on Androphagus as he bellows and preens in the air. You eye him up for another jump attack. You gonna do anything else with you go?
I'm going to point at the crowd and just point around and try and go, yes, Dash, I'll give him the D. Come on, say it with me, the D.
Okay, I'm gonna need a persuasion check.
I love that. I love that because it really. That video of the Beatles concert they did in the middle of the baseball stadium where no one could hear what they were doing. So they're just literally waving at the crowds and everyone's just screaming.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. I mean,
Absolutely.
we're like, come on, everybody, and it's like they wouldn't hear a
Shea
single
Stadium,
word we
It's
say.
kind of like that. They can kind of hear you the better you roll on your checks, but yeah, the more you fail, the more.
It's an 18.
It's an 18.
Which is pretty decent.
Okay, all right, fine. There's like 5 satyrs in like the second row that will start going D, 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 D,
Yes.
D, 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 D.
Love it.
Great, well done. I'm counting that
Nice.
as one of your checks.
Amazing.
So, okay, here's what happens now. It is Androphagus' go. Looking around and seeing you working the crowd, knowing that he's going to hold on to his advantage, being the beloved of the crowd, he bellows down to you and goes, flexes his claws and looks down at you, Rama, as if to challenge you. Spines on his mane like rattle and goes,
Mother bitches contest! I'm at my best, and upon these sands I will end your quest. You don't know me and you don't know where I'm from, but I'ma eat you, then I'll eat your mum. First I'll take your lame one-word poet, eat him like a pomegranate, he won't know it. Then I'll stick that D in a sarcophagus, trap his little white fingers in the door, white the roid wrestler all over the floor. Gonna teach Boobalay who the real Baron is. It's me, motherfucking Androphagus!
Well done. Now I see why we had to change the name.
Yeah. So I'd already written sarcophagus.
Yeah, no, that was can't put there's no such thing as a sarcophagon.
What's a sarcophagon?
Yeah,
Actually, sounds like it could be a cool monster, but I'm not going to. It's too complex.
What's he saying? It sounds cool.
Some people in the crowd are saying, "Oh, well, I thought he was called a sophagon, though."
No one thought he was called a sophagon. Okay, Colin. No one's. Have you got a throat-themed monster? Huh? So Androphagus also gets a successful performance check based on that, and that's even before he's taken his go.
Ooh,
Wow, that's a part of his go.
That was pretty cool.
He looks at you, beats his wings back a challenge, and then goes,
Yeah! This is my house! This is my house!
beats the wings back, flies a further 10 feet away from the statue, and just flicks another spray of tail spikes directly at those of you on the statue. That would be Dash and Rama.
Yes.
drama.
Drama indeed. All right, Rama, that was a 15 to hit you.
That is equal to my armor class.
Okay. You take 7 points of piercing damage.
Can I take another hit?
Dash. That's a 14 to hit you.
Oh, it's 14.
Does that hit?
Yeah. Meets beats, isn't it?
God, he got really high off his own raps here. 7 points of piercing damage.
So I have resistance to piercing damage whilst raging.
Yes, that means you take half damage from what I
Half
just
damage.
said.
Okay, so how much would that be?
Whatever half of what I just said was.
Was it 7? No. 9? Oh God, my memory is terrible. I apologise. What was it you said? Does anyone else remember?
7?
I think it was 7. I think
28.
Yeah,
I think.
so cool.
28.
So, you take 4 points of damage instead of 7.
Okay.
And then the final spike goes to Rama, but it's only a 7 to hit. It clanks off. You duck behind Eros' spear, and it smashes off the stone. How are we doing, fighters of the group?
I'm down quite far, actually.
Yeah. Down 15 hit points.
I'm down
right.
to 7,
Okay.
which isn't good.
No, not for a fighter, it's not.
No.
You got one round with Androphagus yet. Haven't even got him out of the air. So he's now currently 25 feet away from the statue. He's gone up real high at the moment. Now it is the go of Rama. Rama, what can you do to even these scales?
Just bust out a poem, man. Come on, exactly of the same quality that Scott just did.
Exactly.
Off the top of your dome right now.
That's it. Yeah, just I'm going to spit some sick little rhyme. But unfortunately, there's not a great deal I can do right now. Because I can jump my strength, can't I?
Sorry?
I can jump my strength.
You can.
Yes. If I wanted to jump more than my strength,
Then that would be an athletics check.
Okay.
A very important athletics check.
Yes.
I've
yes,
got
it
something.
would.
So don't worry.
Is it as good as last time?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Throwing your weapon in.
Okay. Well, sort of like growling and flexing his claws, so he gets his claws out and sort of cricking his neck. He's like, that's a pretty cool poem. And then he tries to jump at Androphagus.
Your rage, does that give you advantage on strength-based checks?
It might do. That I was going to use my... Yes.
So you have advantage on this
saving
check.
throws, not attacks.
Saving throws, not attacks.
Yes, so I have advantage on this roll.
But this isn't a saving throw. Is it saving throws and skill checks, or is it saving
Yes, so I have getting advantage on strength checks and saving throws, but not attacks.
Okay, fine. And what are you trying to do, Rama?
I'm trying to jump and ultimately scrabble onto his back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just so we're picturing it.
Yeah.
From the edge of Eros' spear in the sunlight, watched by hundreds of people around the arena, you are going to try and jump from a statue onto the back of a manticore covered in spines.
Yeah.
In mid-air.
Yeah.
That's metal as fuck.
Yeah.
Make the roll.
Okay, here we go. That's a natural 1 for the first roll.
Ooh.
So it can't get any worse.
Can't get any worse.
Can't get any worse than that. And the second roll is... It's a natural 20!
Sailing through
Amazing.
the air, silhouetted in mighty, with droplets of blood and sweat cascading from him, Rama just tears through the air, landing, smashing into Androphagus' stunned form in midair. And that is where we're going to leave it for this fortnight.
Nice.
Good, nice.
Nice.
Natural 1 and natural 20.
Natural 1 and natural 20. Mitchell.